It's a much chiller video, so I don't really feel like having the editing software put behind me to make the green screen do shit. But does anybody remember the show Zatchbell? I sat by myself one night trying to find an anime to watch, and I just so happened to like run across Zatchbell, and I was like, I remember that shit. It was from Toonami. If you ever watched Toonami back in like the mid 2000s to 2010s, can't remember when it was super popular, but if you ever watched Toonami from around that time frame, then you remember Zatchbell. It was a show about puppets, and the people found the puppets, or they found the book, and then the puppet appeared, and then they would fight other puppet users with their puppets, and the puppets had to either destroy the other puppets or the book, and the book controlled their soul, and then they just fucking died and they burned up to a crisp. Man, that got dark, didn't it? The show was dope, and I really kind of forgot that it was a thing, and I don't know how, because it was made by Toei Animation, and if you remember, Toei Animation kind of ruled everything in the mid 2000s. Their name was plastered everywhere. They owned Toonami, basically. I mean, like, that was they didn't actually own Toonami. I'm being hyperbolic, but I mean, like, Toonami was their thing. Everything Toei Animation was shown on Toonami. I mean, because they were the kingpins of animation around the 2000s. So the idea for Zatchbell was created by Makoto Raiku, who unfortunately never really created any more work that got turned into anime. Zatchbell was like kind of a one-off for him, and the only other thing that he wrote that got kind of like popular was Animal Land, which he wrote when he was switching over from Kodan. It's a manga that he created when he was switching over from Shogakukan to Kodansha, which are two manga serialization companies, if you didn't know that. I don't think I pronounced those correctly, but if I did, then that's how to pronounce them. If not, Wikipedia. Wikipedia will tell you anything. So Zatchbell was like a one-off anime that really kind of changed the landscape of anime from that point on. And I know everything is changing the landscape of anime. I mean, people say My Hero Academia is changing the landscape for shonen, and Dragon Ball Z changed. Well, no, hold on. Dragon Ball legitimately did change the landscape. I mean, everything references Dragon Ball. Dragon Ball became a movement, my guy. But I mean, Zatchbell was kind of dope because, well, he actually took the words. He took the inspiration. Okay, yeah. So he actually took the inspiration to make Zatchbell from a very popular Western card game, which, if I had to guess, was probably Chaos, because it fits closer with the Chaos playstyle and the way the rules of Chaos work. It could have also been Magic the Gathering. I never played either one of those two, but I think if I'm thinking correctly of the two card games, then he probably took inspiration from one of those two, because those are the closest to the way that Zatchbell plays out in the sense of it being a game. But I mean, yeah, I think because it drew inspiration from those two, and it was so different that it kind of just like drove together this movement for, I don't know if you can call it a shonen anime, but I'm sure it's probably considered a shonen anime. And no, I really can't think of an anime that's like close to Zatchbell. There aren't really any anime that are like super similar or the same as Zatchbell. And in anime, there's a lot of like recurring themes. Like, there's a lot of anime that copy the premise or the theory or the animation style or something of another anime. And I wouldn't even really say it's copying. It's more so just like there's not that many original ideas, so the same idea is going to get used over and over and over again in anime. It happens all the time. But for the life of me, I really can't think of an anime similar to Zatchbell with the same popularity of Zatchbell. I'm sure there's probably an anime close to similar as Zatchbell, but I can't think of a single one that's had the kind of like popularity and recognition that Zatchbell had. It's 150 episodes in a movie, so if you got a weekend with like nothing to do, knock it out. Well, I don't even think you can knock it out in a weekend. 150 episodes is steep, brother. That's a lot of episodes, boy, in a movie. I'd say if you had a week where you didn't have anything to do and you were trying to catch up on some dope anime, Zatchbell might be the way to go. Maybe. It's a good throwback to past. It's a nice little catch up on memory lane. And honestly, I watched a couple of episodes, not like in succession. I kind of just like clicked here and there, around and round. So like I'd like watch episode 10 and then episode 20 and then episode 42 and stuff like that. The dialogue didn't seem too cringy. The dub sounded pretty decent. The power scaling, I guess, was alright. I mean, you know, what kind of power scaling can you really get? In 150 episodes, I bet there's bound to be some filler, but there's, you know, who knows? Maybe I'll go back and rewatch it and make an in-depth analysis of it. But I think it's something that y'all should catch up on. Maybe take a look back at it, watch it for a little bit, and see how you feel. I might put something in the background. I'm watching myself in in the flip out camera mode. Now I don't know if I'm feeling the green background. It looked kind of sketchy. But if I don't have all my lights on, it might come out weird. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Maybe it's just a green background and it's just me talking to y'all, chilling, hanging out. That's it for this video though. I think I made this way longer than I wanted it to. So I'm probably going to cut down a significant amount of this. That's it for the video. I'm signing off. Please like, comment, subscribe. I love you guys. I'm out.
You was walking, thought I'd say something. Yeah, I'm shy, yeah, you have my heart pumping. I can pick you up, we can have a ride bumping. Maybe we can turn this into something, baby, cause I